Hello everybody, welcome back to Thiege's StarCraft YouTube. Pretty much what I do here is I play StarCraft 2, I watch StarCraft 2, and so do you. I'm not actually playing in this game, I'm just watching. I'm spectating. This is a 2v2 of Kodak and Crisco Cube, a Protoss Terran team, versus Breath and Jab. Also, oh nope, not also. Just a straight up Protoss team. We're going to see these two teams duke it out. I think, let's see. I think Breath and Jab are favored to win, but we're going to see if Kodak and Crisco Cube can use their little interesting combination of races to their advantage in this game. And we are playing on some magma map. I forget the name of it. The name of it escapes me, and Jab, and yeah, just Jab is in here with his scouting probe, finding out what's going on, and Kodak's base. And there's not a lot yet. No shenanigans, which is a good sign of a healthy game. Right? Right. A little bit of probe harass from Jab. But hey, Kodak is going to chase that probe right out. And we're going to see just a standard opener for Breath here with a gateway and a cyber core. What is Kodak doing? He is doing the same, but he's a little bit more spread out here. And he is also supply blocked. Ouch. Already just 3.5 minutes into the game, but that's okay. In this matchup, Breath is the #1 player on the team. I think Jab is #3, and then Kodak is #3, and then Crisco is #1 on this team. So we're going to see, again, how well this does. Let's take a look at that Units tab, see how we're doing on worker production, and Crisco and Kodak tied at 15 workers, but Crisco does have that extra mule, which is going to give him that extra eco boost, and both of our team that is just the plain old Protoss both have a nice little healthy worker advantage over the other team. Take a look at that income tab here. At the very early game, it's 600 for our Terran player and Breath, and then a little under 600 for Jab, and a little under 500 for Kodak, which is probably to be expected for where those guys are at the rankings, which is where I would be probably at this part of the game, but hey, who cares about me? Let's watch these people play. And for Jab, he has his, selfishly made cyber core and gateway out by his Nexus here, with Breath, the only one responsible for maintaining that front little gate there into their base. Their little shared base. Actually, I don't think I've seen this map where each player has spawned on these sides. I think I've only seen them spawn on these sides right here. Interesting. Nope, never mind. This is a completely different map. Haha! Just goes to show you how much I play this game. But anyway, and there is another magma map where we did like to play our 2v2 games, but we're not doing that today. Crisco Cube looks like he has his build mostly done with a 3 racks and starport. Why is this guy shooting? Because he is Breath. In their base with a stalker. No shenanigans per se, and Crisco Cube has his Marine over here to shoot up at any sort of harass that may come that way. Yes, that one lone Marine should be able to take out a Warp Prism from our Protoss players. We're going to go ahead and see if they can manage to tech up here a little bit. Jab has his first Immortal out, which is good against this Terran army here. And Kodak with that Warp Prism. Funny, he's the one whose team is defending him against the Warp Prism harass. But we're going to see if this Warp Prism can do any sort of damage. Where's his Warp Tech? It is done. Done. What else is on the production tab here? We have Stim Pack, which has just got done for our lone Terran player, Crisco here. And then the first forge and 2 forges actually going down for Jab. Let's see if Breath has any forges on the way. No, but he does have an expansion out here. Ooh, both of our Protoss players are expanding first at not even 8 minutes into the game, which is pretty cool. Let's look at the army size here. For Breath, it's pretty big here with quite a few stalkers and 3 zealots. And not so big for our mixed race team. What's going on over here? Oh, that Crisco's little medevac here just got spotted. Wonder if it did any damage. Let's take a look. Oh, Breath just lost quite a few resources, probably damage from that drop. It looks like he's pretty scared that he's going to come back here. What does he have left? Everything actually got saved from that drop from Crisco, and just a tad bit of damage on that medevac. So I'm guessing that unit's lost and resources is mostly probes. I think he also lost maybe a zealot before when he was doing that previous harass, and now Kodak's little... Oh, what? Oh, did he actually spot that expansion? Oh, they already knew it was there. Oh, no, they didn't. They only know about Jab's expansion down here in the bottom left, and you can tell because Kodak has his warp prism out here now, and he's going to do a little bit harassing on Brett's. Or not. Maybe he's just going to scout out with this little dude, huh? Oh, there we go. Oh, but Jab sees it. Oh, no. Oh, this is going to end badly for Kodak. Ooh. Get out of there. Get out. Get out. Take a look at the rest of the map here. Kodak has his guy out here. And Breath now ready for that warp prism to harass his expansion. Ooh, gotta catch it off guard. Maybe take it out a little bit. Yeah. Oh, just barely escaped with 18 HP left. Anything else going on around here? These 3 medevacs now in here for Brett's base, and they're backing off because they see all those stalkers there, but they probably shouldn't have done that. But they're going to probably drop around here in this little corner right here, and Breath is going to be totally unprepared for that. And there's even a tank that is going to be sieged up. Oh no, this is not looking good for Breath at all. Where's the rest of his army? It is way over here. Let's see if that siege tank can do a lot of damage. Now the Guardian Shield just went up with the 3 sentries. All got taken out. Ooh, there goes the siege tank though. And that drop is now cleaned up. But it looks like Breath lost a couple of pylons in that matchup. Maybe 3, I think, pylons were in this little corner here before. Let's go and take a look at that. Oh, nope, can't back up because this is live. The only games that I cast are live. But we'll see how long that lasts. I'm running out of good games to cast here. But I think this game is proving to be a very good one, a very healthy game. Breath now increasing his gateway size to 6. Ooh, very nice. With a double forge from Jab that is not being used, probably because he doesn't have that Twilight Council, although he might as well upgrade his shields. It looks like he's got plenty of minerals to do so. And Kodak out here with Crisco Cube and a few Dark Templars. Is there any sort of detection from these players? I don't think so. This army is going to be caught completely off guard by all these DTs. And there's no such thing as a scan, but oh man, there's not even an observer on the field for either of these players, I don't think. Well, no, Jab does have an observer. He's around there somewhere, but that doesn't matter. No, it does matter. But where is it? Where is his observer? It might be in their base out here. Ooh, DT's not very nice. But it looks like one cannon from Breath was done, so he's not able to harass the expansion. Oh, but he's letting Jab's Immortal just scrape right by him there. I said scrape. Scrape is a combination of creep and scrape. I call it scraping, but probe transfers will be interrupted, and Brett's zealots are getting way out of position here, and they will be chased down, but that's probably just to bait away the zealots for the probe transfer, but it's not working all that well. Ooh, and Zelnaga Tower is now being claimed by Breath here, which I think they should double as detection units. But anyway, Kodak is coming up here with reinforcements in the form of 5 Stalkers, 1 Immortal, and Kodak's army. Here in the 14-minute mark, we're going to see if maybe this is the last battle here. Breath is totally prepared, but is he prepared for all of these siege tanks and medevacs? I do not believe so. And these guys are actually pushing a little bit too far, but they're not overextending themselves because this army is actually too small to make a difference. And now here come Jab's Immortals to clean up those siege tanks, and this army will be cleaned up. Nice little push there from Crisco Cube and his teammate Kodak. Keep on forgetting the names of these players. Whoops. Oh no, but it hasn't been cleaned up completely yet. Ouch. Oh, I thought that would have been cleaned up, but no, that micro was too good from Crisco Cube. Too good indeed. Now he's going to load up with these medevacs. He's going to drop inside of a base. Maybe, just maybe, what's he going to do with all these medevacs? He's going to run away with them. And this observer, or this observer, should probably follow these medevacs around. But he decides not to. Breath over here with his Zealot checking for expansions. Now the expansions for Kodak and Crisco Cube finally going down. Let's take a look at that income tab to see how far behind they are. Not too terribly far behind. Not too terribly far behind at all. I'd say that we are pretty even as far as income is concerned. Especially now that all those probes got taken out. Breath's income now demolished by double drops. Sorry, I missed those guys. That was bad of me. But anyway, I was like looking at the income tab like, well, he only got dropped in one base. Why is his income down to like 180? Oh, that's why. Maybe I should go back to everyone. Jab having to clean up for his teammate here. Ooh, and Kodak positioned right out here to deal with Jab's army. But those DTs should be cleaned up fairly easily thanks to all those observers that are around. And I don't know why he was sending DTs up here. He knows these guys are going to have cannons. Or a cannon. But Crisco Cube is just cleaning up those expansions. And now he's not up here. I thought I saw a little green blip there, but I was wrong. Anyway, now pretty much what we're just waiting for is Crisco Cube and Kodak to clean these players up, because I don't think that Breath has any tricks left up his sleeve. Let's take a look at how big of an army he has. Breath out here with 12 Stalkers and 10 Zealots compared to Crisco's 20 Marines, 10 Marauders, 5 tanks, 4 medevacs, and even 1 Raven to detect any sort of Dark Templar retaliation. But here is a pretty scary push from these two guys. This could be the final push of the game. These Dark Templar are doing the dirty work, doing the big damage to those Immortals. We're going to go up here and see if these guys can muster up enough strength to take out their expansion, but no, not quite yet. These siege tanks are going to siege up, and they're going to make sure that this position is very well firmly planted. All they have to do now is send over that Raven that Kodak has, or that Crisco has, take out Breath's observer there. And here comes the combined army. Oh, catching all the siege tanks off guard. What? Oh man, this retreating army just got massive hits dealt to it. Kodak's army now being split up and taken out. Oh man, these guys, if their micro was as good as their macro, especially right now. Oh, see, like Kodak even has his third up. Or fourth or whatever. No, just his third. And here we go, Breath's army going to feign a nice push there. It's going to try and take out all this position, but those siege tanks are going to scare it off, and rightly so. We should probably just wait until these tanks are eventually unsieged, because it seems that they will be anyway in the near future. I was about to say the short future. In the short future. And look at these Dark Templar. I much prefer the dudes with the double-edged scythes, because that's so cool. And here comes a satellite drop from Crisco Cube. Gonna take 8 Marines over here to Jab's expansion, except there are way too many cannons out here for this drop to be anything that resembles a success. Anything else going on? No, Breath's army is staying put. How many minerals does Jab left have at his expansion? Plenty. Crisco trying to find a good angle to drop into, but cannot find one for the life of him. Here's Kodak's 4th base going down right now. Anything going on up here? Nope. Kodak has his nice little war present here ready to do some harassing, which it probably should do, because Breath's base is pretty well unguarded out here. And he does not have any cannons around his expansion, but you cannot sneak around these cannons very easily at Jab, so he's pretty much stuck here, and he's going to unload those Marines once again at the central hub of the Zelnaga Tower. And what else do we have here? Breaths. Is he getting ready to expand or what? Probably should be thinking about it because his expansion is pretty well mined out. There's 950 minerals left on there, 950 left on there, 775, 845, pretty well mined out. Probably down to about 2/3 of those minerals that are left overall. A little bit less. And Breath Zealot now going to be trying to be baited into the middle, but he's like, man, you ain't gonna drag me down there into that siege tank line. I'm going to go up here where I can meet with the rest of my army and be cool and stay alive. Breath now harassing the expansion between Crisco Cube, and this Zealot's gonna have free reign on everything pretty much, even though these fleeing SCVs could probably surround that one Zealot and take him out. But Kodak is probably worried that Breath is going to be able to reinforce this Zealot very, very quickly with a nice little proxy pylon, but what he should probably realize is that he doesn't have one down there. Kodak's fourth base now starting to become pretty saturated. He's got 4 probes queued up there. This one is very well saturated. He should probably transfer some probes to his 4th, but probably doesn't realize that there's nobody there, so he's going to be scared to do that. And those rocks are still alive down there, which will prevent any probes from escaping if there is, in the event of a warp prism harass. Kodak now testing the waters at Bread's base, and yes, he is going to drop in 3 DTs into his base. Let's see how much damage these guys are going to get away with doing, because his army is completely unprepared for this, but Jab's army is not. But one of the gateways does go down. That is a count of 5. This gateway down here went down a long time ago, though, so must have replaced one later on. Robo Bay now taking some good damage here, and these DTs are going to try and run away into a place that is not under detection. But I don't think they're going to be able to find one, and Jab is going to run around the other side and block them out. And this Zealot almost dies. 8 HP left, and that is almost... well, that is all the unit damage that was dealt from those 3 DTs. Breath here trying to do some damage over Crisco's base, and he's getting away with quite a bit, but these 4 Marines and 1 Marauder should be able to clean that up. But I'm wrong. And now another reinforcing Zealot, and Crisco is just having trouble securing any kind of minerals in this game because Breath is just going to town on his expansions here, and this army is just looking more and more scary and more passive. It's like the big giant beast that's just waiting for nothing, and all Crisco has to do is tell his SCVs down here to just attack move, and these Zealots should be able to be cleaned up, but he's not. Instead, he's focusing on getting down another base down here at the gold minerals. My goodness, and this base is now lifted up. This supply depot is going to burn down to the ground. This orbital command has also been lifted up. These DTs out here to clean up these Zealots finally. But Breath is still going to town with his little warp prison out here. DTs, as effective as they are, cannot shoot up for the life of them. And now some Zealots out here testing the waters of this big giant army. But, oh man, Jab is running scared right now. Oh, let's take a look at these expansions. This warp prism has now evacuated, and the DTs seem to have cleared up Breath's little harassment here. And Kodak's expansion now untouched so far. At least they will be until Breath and his Zealots and 3 Stalkers are going to head down here and interrupt Kodak's future base right here. Let's see if that actually does any good. Where's that orbital command coming from? From right here. It has some SCVs trailing it, and now they're gonna move out with this big huge push. Breath's 1 Zealot is going to be all like, hey guys, and here we go. Ooh, cinematic mode. I don't know why this is called cinematic mode. It's just like killing the HUD. Anyway, oh, these Zealots are not going to stand any sort of chance. The DT is really going to work on everything. Where is the detection? Where is it at? I don't think he has it. These DTs not taking any damage whatsoever. And now all these Immortals getting wasted away by that huge gigantic army, and that looks like a GG moment to me. If I've never seen one before, I would still know that that means good game. All these energyless ravens out here now, does that mean that they did Seeker Missile? Probably. And I wasn't paying attention, or that means that they put down 3 point defense drones. Man, that is good tech from a Terran player. Those point defense drones do so much protection on your army. I really need to learn how to use those myself. And breath GG's, and that is the end of the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's see if we can move on to game 2 now.